Hi, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and today's topic we are highlighting the hospital group, which is a very famous plastic surgery company that is located in the UK. They have about 11 locations. You may have heard, for example, Shameless actress Tina Malone talk about them, reality star Joey Essex, Kerry, Katona, and the list goes on, and celebrities that rave about this is a place where if you're looking to do any type of plastic surgery, this is where you should go. But unfortunately, it's being reported that they had a cyber attack, and with this cyber attack, hackers were able to steal 900 gigabytes. I mean, that's a lot of information of patients' photos and records. And I mean, this is a big deal because you have a lot of before and after pictures. You have some people that may have had some issues with their body that they never felt comfortable about. And now there's a possibility that if this data goes out on the internet, you can Google someone's name. When you Google someone's name and you go to images, the pictures will show up. And I mean, who wants that? If you had plastic surgery, the doctor takes your hand, and let's just say you're getting plastic surgery here to do a little nip. They put marks on there. They put things to show you how your body's going to look after. And then they obviously have the before and after pictures. And now there's a possibility that data can go out. This is everything from weight loss surgery, breast enhancement, nipple corrections, nose adjustments. I mean, this hospital group did all of that. And hackers are now demanding that if they don't pay the ransom, if they don't pay them to say, hey, look, I'm going to give you back this data and I'm not going to do anything bad with it. If you don't pay us, we're going to release it out into the public. And that means that if someone Googles one of those patients' name, they're going to then be able to see those photos. So the hospital group is in a very, very difficult predicament because on one side, they may be going to their insurance company right now and saying, hey, look, we need to pay this. We got to pay this millions of dollars. They may be going to the local authorities and saying, I'm going to have to pay this. We have no choice but to pay this. And on both sides, the local authorities and the insurance companies probably saying, no, let's not pay it. Don't pay it, because if you pay it, all you're doing is now letting these hackers know that the health industry is willing to pay this ransom. And now these hackers are just going to continue going after other health industries, right? Now, on the other side, you have to also understand that you have patients that are probably saying, look, I never told my wife that I had this reduction, deduction, correction. I never told my family about this. I'm going to be the laughing stock for the rest of my life if people found out that this is how I looked before, or found out I did this, found out that I did that. You have to pay the ransom at all costs because I don't want that data to be out there. And then you're going to have another group that says, well, look, what makes you think that these guys broke into your system, you paid them, and 6 months down the line, a year down the line, they don't come back to you and say, hey, look, yeah, we need some more money. We blew it all. We need another $1 million if you don't want us to release it. Or you could have it where they don't pay the ransom. The hospital group doesn't pay the ransom. They says we're not going to do it. And then what's going to happen? You're going to get a huge class action lawsuit from all of the patients that now have their information online. So it's an unfortunate lose situation for the hospital group right now, and most importantly, the patients, because this is going to be really, really bad if that information gets out of there. So, I'm not going to play Monday morning quarterback to talk about what the hospital group did wrong. I don't know the exact details, but what I will say, how you can now, how this can be helpful for your business, like this story, you can now learn from this, is by using what is called encryption. So let's just say you are that doctor's office and you do have 900 gigs of data, or you can be in finance. Maybe you do taxes and you have all of that data. But I'm sure a lot of this data was from work that this hospital did 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Why do you need all of that information sitting on your computers when that patient, that job was done 6 years ago? The job is done. They're not coming back to you. They're done. There's no reason why you need that data. So what the proper thing to do for your business is, if you have information sitting on your computers where everybody can see it, the first thing you're going to want to do is limit who can see it. Maybe you just have one or two people in the company that they are the designated, let's just say historians, where if a patient does come back and says, I need my records from 5 years ago, well, only, Carol and Jill can access it. And then the second and most important thing that should be done is that any of this old information that maybe you have to keep, because like if you're an accountant, you have to keep things for 7 years with the IRS, but the client is not necessarily asking for it, then what can be done is that you encrypt the files, you encrypt the folders. And now, even if the bad guy gets the data, because the data is encrypted, it won't matter because they won't be able to read it. So now when they come to you and say, hey, we have 7 years worth of your information, you're going to be like, yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead and leak it. Because if you leak it, nobody can see anything. You can't even see anything. So I don't even know why you're calling me, because you have no leverage. And this is the importance of doing encryption. So that would be the biggest lesson learned that I would say is if you have a business and you're dealing with sensitive information, the data can be out on Microsoft Cloud, on Amazon's cloud, or it can just be sitting on your local server or local computer. Encrypt your data to make sure that this does not happen to you. And if you do get hacked, because the statistic says it's not a matter of if, it's when, at least now you have mitigated your risk in making sure that the hackers really don't have anything good to steal, because they won't be able to read it. All right, well, take care, and we'll see you next time on what's happening in the cyber world. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. We go live about 4 times a week talking about cyber news and how it can affect and how to make sure with this news, how to prepare your business for it and make sure that you don't end up on the news with the same situation. Take care.